So welcome back, everyone. I've got one of my students from Superior Selling, Jack, here. Just wanted to bring him up because he's actually a special student started at Superior Selling. I just wanted to get his take on the whole program and shed any light that you guys have any questions. So, Jack, if you just want to quickly introduce yourself and how you got into remote sales, we can go from there.
Hi there, guys. My name is Jack. I'm 19 from the UK. How did I get into remote sales? It's a good question. So around a year ago now, I started my first kind of cold calling offer. And since then, for about 8 months, I just kind of bounced from bad offer to bad offer, struggling to make any money. I couldn't get on a good offer for the life of me. And I was really struggling with that. Met Sean, and we basically got to talking. He helped me out a whole load, especially with his mentorship and access to his group as well. And then from there, I started being able to find the right offers, and here I am now making a lot more money than I thought I ever could.
Sweet, that's not a problem. So when you say you tried a bunch of different offers, what kind of were those offers that you tried, and what came to the realization that, hey, this offer's really good or this offer's really bad?
It was one thing to just try and find a proven offer. That was what I was, and that's what one thing that I was doing wrong was a lot of the time I was finding offers that they seemed very appealing on the outside, but they hadn't been running for very long. So there was no proof of things like lead flow and customers actually coming in. So I was normally just working on offers that looked all great and fluffy. They had the golden ribbon and everything, but they didn't actually have what's inside the box to make it a good offer. I hope that makes sense. But now that we spent a lot of time talking about it, I realized that I've got to look at how long has the offer been running for? Have they had previous experience? Is there kind of some results that they've got? Is there some evidence of how they've been doing things over this amount of time, and so on and so forth? You've got to look into their past instead of just what they want to do, because anyone can say, I want to be giving you 10 calls a day, but if they haven't even had that ever, it's going to take them a while to set it up.
Yeah, no, 100%. And that's what I struggle with. And I think a lot of people still struggle to this day is they'll get blindsided and say, hey, look, you can make like 1,000 commission or 1,500 and you're going to get 6 calls a day. And I know I definitely got blindsided by how many commission you can make per day. But even such as looking, okay, what's your lead source? Understanding leads. Oh, we're just cold calling. Well, if you just cold calling leads and then booking them into sales calls, I know the close rate's not going to be very high, and it's going to be a lot of objections on the call because there's no trust behind it, and it's just a cold call into an actual call, sales call. So they're not going to really buy on the call. As opposed to, say, a proven offer, like you just said, right? If they've been nurtured through content on long form, YouTube, or short form Instagram, and they've actually got an audience, then they've gone through a funnel, there's a lot of trust, then you're on a sales call. Yeah. They're at the end of the process of buying, as opposed to that offer where they just know the brand from the start. So that's what I definitely struggled with at the beginning, is get blindsided by the commission. So yeah, you need to understand obviously the close rate, so proving KPI metrics. So you want to jump on an offer. So what's the close rate? What's the show rate? I remember I got blindsided on offer. He's like, the close rate's this is how many calls. You're going to get 6 calls a day. And then I realized the short rate was like 30%. And I was getting like 2 calls or 1 call per day. Yeah. I was like, I'm wasting all my time on jumping on these calls.
Yeah.
And you need to understand questions, how leads are coming in, right? So obviously you're pursuing remote sales right now. What really gave you the edge to keep pursuing? Because obviously when you start remote sales, you go through bad offer, and you don't know if you're going to make any money with this. So why stick at it and not pursue something else like a signage syndrome, like drop shipping or any other method? Why remote sales?
So the reason that I stuck with it is because I saw a lot of guys that I knew that were doing well on it, and it really kind of boiled my blood that I couldn't get it to work. So I was like, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to keep going until I just at least make some money out of this, because I'm not going to say that I wasted 8 months without making a penny on something. I've got to be able to make something. So I said that to myself, and I was like, okay, just keep at it, make some money, and then if you really want, then you can quit. But keep at it for now. So I kept going, and after seeing all these guys making really good results again and again, I was like, okay, I've got to find something now. I really have. This is doing my head in. And speaking to you and speaking to your guys in your group, and then a couple of my other mates that I know that are doing it as well, they managed to help me find this offer with that advice that you'd given me and the advice from them as well. And one thing went from another. I started off as like an SDR for them just for a few weeks, and then they needed a closer quickly. And now I'm taking 6-8 calls a day with a 70% show up rate and a 50% close rate.
Beautiful. And I guess that is the kind of the dream offer. You want a lot of calls, a healthy close rate where you can actually make money, right? So talk a bit about how did you get onto that particular role? What does it take to actually get on a successful role as opposed to another role? Because what I found, and a lot of people find, is it's really easy to get on the bad offers because no one's making any money, so the turn rate's pretty high. But the really good offers was a lot of leads, good money. The turn rate's not that high, so a lot of employees are staying, right? So what does it take to actually get on a really great offer?
So you've got to have a results portfolio, and you've got to have proof that you've actually done this before. You've got to have evidence that you're not just saying you've worked hard and saying, oh yeah, I've got experience in closing, when you actually haven't got any funds or proof to show it. So bring up a portfolio of, like, if you're an appointment setter, like your appointments booked, how many in a month, how often were you doing it, blah, 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 like your commission sheets, bring all of that up, get recordings of what it is you do, like cold calling and things, and that'll help massively. But then at the end of the day, you have got to do a ton of outreach to the right people to be able to get your name considered for the right offers. Because yes, you can apply to tons of offers on LinkedIn, and maybe you might find a good one, or other job acquiring sites. But the main way I realize now finding good offers is through networking, because there's normally a lot of guys there that have got the right offers. And let's say in Sean's group, he's got tons of good students that are on tons of really good offers, and eventually they're probably going to need another closer. So if you prove yourself to them, if you do really, really well, they may be able to throw your name in a hat. It's a simple process like that.
Yeah, it's just about putting your name out there as well. And if you know you're in a group of other guys and you've proven yourself to be a good closer and you want to jump on a good offer, and you know the guy's a good salesman and he's found the right offer, why not piggyback off that guy if you've got a genuine connection and you can add value, right? And even using methods, you can take that same methodology and add it to sales recruiters, right? I've done that in the past, and I know I teach that a lot to my students, is just reach out to sales recruiters. If you can provide a portfolio, which I'm very big on doing, is creating a sales portfolio and a Google Drive of all your social proof. If you can at least just send a simple link to someone, make it really easy to showcase what value you can add to a business as a salesman. That's the easiest way. And that's how I booked a lot of calls to jump on interviews. And that's how a lot of my students inside the group book in interviews, is just a simple Google Drive. And even if you don't have the sales experience online, even the real world experience of just, if you're already a salesman, you can easily correlate that onto the online basis, make a portfolio for yourself, even a resume to correlate. And that's how you get. And I think that's what we did with you as well, is just try and make that real world experience as well that can help you land a role online. So that's awesome, man. So what kind of offer are you on at the moment?
So I'm on an offer in the financial industry. It's basically Forex trading and helping people learn how to do that and get themselves funded with prop firm challenges. And one thing that I do want to say to people is, if you're a good enough salesperson, you can sell anything. You've just got to learn a base framework and script, whether it's business to business or business to consumer, it's going to vary. But once you figure out the fine-tuned details about the offer on every single one, it becomes very, very simple and very, very similar. And just use the right framework, and that's what's going to allow you to close.
Yeah, no, 100%. You need that framework in sales, and sales is completely transferable, right? If you've got the foundation to apply to any industry, that's fantastic. But you just really need to know, okay, a bit of the prospect, what they're going through. So if you can understand the prospect and what they need and how you can solve a problem for them, and just use that sales framework, then it's all good from there. And you can pretty much sell anything. As long as you just got that sales framework and understanding how to add value to a conversation, as opposed to just taking. You need to add value to the customer and showcase how you can solve a problem from them, right? That's awesome. So obviously now you've got to that threshold that you're making a bit of money online. Is this your first time making money online?
Yeah, this is my first time making money remotely, yeah. But it's an amazing feat.
How does that feel as opposed to... Yeah, 100%. How does that feel opposed to working your traditional in-person selling? to making money online? What's the main difference that you found?
Yeah, because I'm still doing my in-person job as well, and I'm hoping to quit that in a couple of months. But I'm already doubling my income through the remote work, and it's really weird because I'm spending half the time to get double the money with the remote work. The culture's way better. It's not like this toxic relationship at work that I have, and I'm actually I feel like I'm leveraging my time for so much more of a result. I feel like I'm getting so much more out of my time instead of just being sat there at work. I'm getting a decent pay for the work that I'm doing, and I'm actually doing work that matters. That's how it feels to me.
Yeah. The hardest part is always landing that really good role. Then from there, it's a lot easier to scale because now you've got the social proof. Now you know the ability of how much money you can make per close. So now you know, okay, if I can close out and it's a really good offer and it can actually help people, we've got a lot of social proof. All I want now is my calendar stacked full of sales calls because if I can make $300 a sales call, I want 8 hours of sales calls where I can make over, how much money, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier to scale as opposed to your 9 to 5 traditional, where you're going to get a 5 to 10% pay rise where you're expected to work an extra hour each day or expected to work on home at the weekends. You might as well just get a remote sales job, work anywhere in the world, and use your sales skills that you already got, but just make money online and sell a product or service that you already know about, that you're passionate about. If you're passionate about trading, you can go and sell the trading software or whatever it is. You just need to understand a bit about how to sell and how to apply yourself in the industry. And then from there, you can just go ahead and sell. So that's awesome that you're making money online now and you found an offer that you really like, right?
Yeah.
So in terms of superior selling, you've been in it for a while now. What would you say, what's contributed most out of your success out of superior selling that's really helped you?
There's been watching over the weekly call recordings. That's definitely helped because there's been a lot of guys coming up with objections and things that I knew I would encounter eventually when I wasn't on the offer, but now that I am, like I'm seeing them come up more, and it's helpful knowing that I've learned them kind of previously with the group. There's the access to the other guys in there, which I think is the main thing as well. Seeing the constant wins is a great motivator. Because I was saying to you, like, it's so frustrating when you've been at it for a few months and you just haven't made anything. As I said, it made my blood boil. I was just sat there like, how are these guys breaking in 10, 20 grand a month and I can't even get a penny? Like, it was really, really annoying. But then it clicked, found the right offer, and it worked. But just having that extra motivation, as I said, I'll just make some money and then I can quit if I want. But now I don't want to quit because I'm making way more than what I was.
No, 100%. And just finding that right offer. I've seen guys grow from zero to hero. Just necessarily not the sales skills have improved dramatically, just the offer that they're on. So if you could just piggyback off a great offer, remember, you're just a salesman, you're just a closer. You're not controlling the leads. You don't understand the kind of quality of customers that come in. You're just a closer at the end of the funnel, get a commission on sales. So if you could just piggyback and understand the industry where there's money coming in, it's a high ticket offer, and you've got a healthy amount of consistent leads,
Yeah.
and you're going to be the best selling salesman. You can easily make 10, 15, 20 grand. Right?
Exactly.
It's not that hard, right? I know that first 10 grand is the hardest, but literally all it is finding that right offer and getting the amount of calls per day.
No, I see what you mean.
So that's awesome that you're making good money. I always see you posting the wins about your latest one, so that's awesome. The last question, I know you've got a busy day. What would you say if anyone was on the fence about joining, superior selling? How do you think it will help them and why they should join a program if they're on the fence?
I'd say the main thing, you guys don't realise how much of an impact Sean has made with me. Like, yes, I can say all of this, but there's two sides of how he's helped, like how I see it mainly. There's the mental aspect of supporting me, making sure, like, Jack, keep going, you're going to get there. You've just got to keep doing X, Y, and Z, keep repeating this, and you're going to do it. There's that side, which helped phenomenally because there's days when you really don't want to do shit. There's days when you want to sit down, you want to relax, and you're like, I don't want to do any work. But having Sean there kind of on the back of you, just saying, come on, keep pushing, it's a real motivator. And you get that from not just Sean, but you'll get that from all the guys in the group. If you're speaking to them regularly, and then they'll start supporting you as well, and they'll be on your case, making you sure that you're going to reach that goal. There's that, and then there's the access to actually all the sales specific training and things within the group. Like, you've got tons of modules set up now, Sean, and there's so much information there up for grabs, which is going to help people so much. So all you've got to do is watch all of those videos, get all that information and implement it. And there's no way that you can't be a successful salesperson. It's as simple as that. Sean has developed this, it's like a plug and play process. Watch, learn, go. And it's simple and it works. It's as simple as that.
Brilliant. No, that's awesome, man. And I'm looking forward to the wins that you got coming up. You improving your offer, finding better offers, making more commission, and it's just scaling from there.
Exactly.
I can predict you're going to make your first 10 grand month in the next couple of months. All that matters is you're committed. You want sales calls. You can upsell. You can ask for additional commission by exceeding specific targets and just moving up the chain. So I really look forward to the success in this next couple of months. And I know you've got a busy day, so we'll leave it there. Guys, if you want to follow Jack, also I'll pin his Instagram. Actually, Jack, what's your Instagram for guys got any questions or you want to plug?
Yes, my Instagram is jxck.alvis, ALVIS. Just come shoot me a message. My account's public, and I'll happily answer any questions you guys may have. If you're, as Sean said, on the fence about joining Superior Selling, I'm going to recommend it either way, no matter what you say. But Sean has helped me a ton, so I don't think it's the wrong decision would be to not join. So get yourself in there.
Appreciate it. Awesome. Well, really appreciate your time, brother. Again, guys, if you've got any questions about Superior Selling, book your call down below in the description if you watch on YouTube, or if you just want to shoot me a quick message on Instagram. We'll see if you're a great fit, and we could just have a conversation on the call. It doesn't necessarily need to be a sales call. Just have a conversation, see if you're a great fit. But yeah, Jack, really appreciate your time. Is there anything else that you want to add, or are you pretty much good at this point?
It's been a pleasure, Sean. Yeah, no, I'm all good from here. But I appreciate taking the call with you today, and we'll see how I do these next couple of months.